Good morning, Michael Walsh and Rocketer Norgal here in Norwal Farms. Today we're catching up on some odd jobs. We'll give you an update on Lillie as well. She's just been hyper reactive, and we're finding with her less is more. So we took down all the gates where we had her with the puppies because she kept taking them out, and then she wanted them. Well, she had them under the mineral feeder there for a while. And then she started a nest across the shed under the hay rack. And so we just put them over there, took all the gates down, and she seems to be happy. The puppies are doing fine. She will eat canned dog food for us, so we just put canned dog food beside the puppies, and she's eating that pretty well. So hopefully that will take care of the issue. Today I'm working on this fence for this lot. We turned the sheep out there. Got some snow here, so I just have to get it up above the snow. And we disconnected all the fence that was out beyond the barn. And so hopefully the snow doesn't ground this out too much. I don't think it will, but we'll find out. But I want to get this opened up and let the goats get out here and get some exercise too. And then this afternoon we're going to work on some metal rebar and work on the pen up in the barns, get it ready for the does and the ewes to have their lambs and kids. We got the fence all checked, plugged it in, it's still grounded out, so it's probably somewhere along the 7,000 feet or whatever. But I let the goats and Dylan out in this slot. They respect the fence, so I think we'll be okay. If not, we'll separate them, but the goats need some exercise, and I'm hoping that'll help that doe with her appetite. She's hanging in there, just haven't seen her obviously eating yet. She's bright and alert, so we're hoping that she hangs in there and makes a turnaround. It's the injured doe, and that's the first I've seen her show much interest in food. So hopefully she'll start eating. Dylan's out. Got his muzzle on, but he's running and playing. We'll see what he does with the goats, but I shouldn't be able to grab him, I hope. Yeah, she didn't eat much. She's going back up to... She stands right there at the end of the dog feeder. That's kind of her place where she stands, but we'll see. Time will tell. Well, that's our doe there eating some grass hay. It's the first I've seen her take big mouthfuls, so that is encouraging. I think we maybe have turned a corner, I hope, because that's the most I've ever seen her eat in the last 9 or 10 days. We've been giving her vitamin B injections every day and propylene glycol drenches every day to keep her going, but that's encouraging. So hopefully she keeps improving. As you can hear, Lily's in the background barking. That's just normal for her now. Puppies are over there in their litter, in their nest. Lily will take some biscuits from me. Yeah, bring her. Hello. Come on. Come get it. Come on. Come on. Come get it. She took one earlier, but she's a little more leery since she's had the puppies. They're right there, and she's right there, and Garrett's right here. Here, Lily. Good girl. We'll bring her some more canned food later. Yeah, that doe's over there really eating pretty well today. So hopefully we'll get her on the mend. So this is where the puppies are. She is eating canned food. That's actually a big, well, it's not raw, but it's refrigerated, it's fresh. roll. One roll is 25 bucks, so we're not gonna use a lot of that, but at least she's eating. She's gotta gain some weight and still keep raising the puppies. You can see they're pretty active. So she's catching on to this drill. If I put it in a bowl, she'll dump it or try to bury it. So I just drop it on the bedding and she eats it. So she's consistently eating that, and gotta keep her eating and producing milk. So Garrett has learned to keep his distance. A couple of the sheep came up near him today and she drove them out, so I guess less is more with Lillie. And then once she's done eating, she'll start barking at me. But puppies will be a week old tomorrow, and they're pretty active. Their noses are starting to turn black. That usually happens about a week to 10 days of age. The pigment comes in, so they're doing well. And see, she's warning Garrett there. So that's a good thing. But any little difference down here, if I'm working, she barks at me a lot. So just the new normal, I guess. But puppies are doing well. I'm glad she's eating. Okay, we've got our rebar here. Got a measure 5 feet. Really close. Those are going to be our posts that we drive into the stone floor here, dirt floor, and then we'll fix the gates to that. This is the start. I've got 2 of the 8-foot panels up, and you can see down below, that's all solid. And then it comes out about, I think, 16 inches or 18. And then there's a lip, and actually this piece here will come all the way out and come all the way across. That will serve as the bottom of the manger and the top of the lamb area, called the lamb cave. And then at the edge of this manger, I'll build an actual manger part where they can stick their head through and get the hay. So these pens are 5 feet by 5 feet. I believe this is 1 foot out, so it gives them a 4 by 5 area. And we put the ewe or the doe in here when they have their newborns. And depending on how the bonding goes, they'll stay 1 to 2, possibly longer days. Twins, usually you leave them at least 2 days. Singles, if they're bonded well, you can turn them out after a day. But should have enough room for 5 pens all the way down. This area, I'm going to put a water tank here. We can run well, actually there'll be an electrical outlet there, and just have a heater. So we'll have water for the does. They're out in the rest of this pen. It's going to go from the edge of the hay right there, straight down there. Might angle out to the edge of the door where the plywood is. So before they have their babies, they'll be out in this area. Obviously we'll get the wood out of here, but that's the plan. And then we'll probably keep them up here by the time they're out of the pens, at least 4 or 5 days, and then take them all back down to the shed. Our trailer there, that's a dog kennel we had for Lillie the first time she's in heat, and actually it's 8 feet long and 4 feet wide, so we just set that in there. We're going to secure it to the trailer, and that's what we're going to use to haul the does back and forth. And then there's a foot space. You can see where that board is right there. There's a foot between the kennel and the side of the trailer. That board is 8 feet long, and it's just wide enough to fit over the top. So that'll be a lid. We'll probably hinge it, and we'll put the babies in there, and mamas will be in there next to them so they can see the babies and take everything down, and the babies won't get stepped on that way. So that's our plan, and we'll show it to you again once we get everything done.